Okay, back for day 2. Now, I need to keep an eye out for things that might have some connection to stuff that was out there. Oh, okay, I've just used 2 steps because I've gone outside and back in. That was a mistake. Right, anyway, yeah, I need to keep an eye out for anything that might connect to things out there. There was a gate I couldn't get through and so on. Meanwhile, has anything changed in here? These all look very much the same. So let's start going this way. I've got to try and make sure I don't get myself stuck like I did last time. Right. So I don't want a lavatory here because that'll, sort of block off, and pantry would work, but hallway seems to be the most obvious fit for this space, so let's do that for now. Gives me the most options at least. Right, yeah, this I found before. Doors in the west wing most likely to be locked, so that's over that side. So there should be fewer locked doors over here. No idea if these pictures are in any way relevant. So hallway, nothing else really here, so let's head on. So this is now the corner room, right? So I could stick a parlour here. It's got a puzzle in it. That would seem to be the most sensible option. The other option is to go this way, stick one of these in here. Could get 2 items. Yeah, let's do that for now. Let's just get some items just in case I need them for later. So what have we got? Single ivory die. While drafting, you may use this to roll new floor plans. Okay, interesting. And that's a gem. So I can use the die to change if I don't like the plans that I've got. That could be useful. Right. Okay, I was hoping for one that would have a thing here, but there isn't one. Let's stick the corridor here for now. I know this is getting me up to the 3rd rank, which I'm not sure did I ever reach the 3rd row last time? Right, nothing much. These sort of linking rooms don't have a great deal in them. Right, okay. Right, I was hoping to find something that would branch off this way so I could fill in this, but I've got the chapel, I've got a bedroom, I've got a dead-end storeroom. This one I gain 2 steps whenever I go there. This one I lose coins. If I've not got any coins, that presumably just I can't lose any. It'll just spend whatever I've got. Let's go bedroom here then. Gives me a couple of steps. Is there anything of note? That looks like a gem. And right, I think I've seen this before, haven't I? Greetings from Reddington. And this picture as well. Okay, nothing else. No. Okay. Maybe I should. Shall I go? Maybe I should go back to the entrance hall and take the door to the north or the one to the west. Let's try this one first. Right, of course I can redraw the floor plans. I must remember that. Because this... See, that's no use. Yeah, and these two are both dead ends, aren't they? Let's redraw these floor plans. They're not the most useful here, so let's try that. Right, okay. Again, not the most useful. That would seem to be a waste of a door, really. I could stick a guest bedroom here, or I could stick the utility closet here, and then hope I can work around this from the other side as well. Let's stick this in. I've no idea what the breaker box is for yet. So keycard entry system. Presumably this, if I come across a room with that, I could turn it off, maybe. And I'm not sure what the relevance of these is. This one's scribbled out and doesn't have a switch. Yeah, I guess that might become more useful if I find any of those rooms. Sorry, what were they again? Gymnasium, dark room, garage. Okay. Have I found any rooms I haven't done before? I think I've done that one, haven't I? Yeah, bedroom. These are all rooms I've drawn. Well, actually, no, I haven't done. I thought I'd done this one. Maybe not. Yeah, mechanical. Dead end. Anyway, not helping at the moment. Let's try this side then. Commissary. Items for sale. Okay, or I could do a spare room. Let's do this and head straight across into the corner. Spare room I don't think has anything useful in it. Now in this corner here, I feel like I want the pantry, don't I? That way I can at least get that direction. Now this should have coins. Pantry I have done before, yes. Had I done the spare room before? No. Okay. So this, yeah. Please pick up some more fruit. I don't know whether that... So, an even spread, apples, bananas and oranges. See, there's an apple. And these give me steps, so does that mean those are going to be... I'm going to come across those elsewhere in the house? Maybe. Right. Lavatory's a dead end. That's not much use. Courtyard. That would seem to be a sensible. So what does this mean? Spread gems in each green room. Not entirely sure what that means. I guess we find out at some point. Let's do a courtyard here though. Hose, I think. what did the courtyard do? A charming spot granting guests a bit of fresh air and open skies within the privacy of the manor walls. So this is a green room, which there's only one that we've seen so far. Okay, was there nothing else there? Right, so anyway, we've got doors in a couple of directions. So let's try this one and see if we can get a sensible room to fit in here. Okay, lavatory. I mean, that is one option. Observatory. +1 star for each time you've drafted the observatory. That would fit in this space. Right, let's do it. Find out what it does. So I've got, okay, that's 1 star has appeared alongside my steps. Housing an impressively large telescope, Mount Holly's observatory is a window to the world above and beyond for clouds and sky. Through its mirrored lens, even a novice stargazer will be able to distinctly appreciate the wonder, signs and constellations that punctuate the tapestry of night. I don't know what the star is for. Fixed Stars, The Stargazer's Companion to Constellations by Richard Witt. Okay, preface. This book contains a complete star base, a list of constellations and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. North Star +1 gold. For twins, 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. For slice +3 steps. Okay, so these all have effects. So right. Is that significant? Were any of them? That's like that, isn't it? But I think that's just a picture. Okay, let's oh, I can turn the Okay, how do I've pointed it down. How do I turn, there we go, turn it the other way. I need to point it up, presumably. But I also need to point it there. There was another wheel down the bottom. Do I need to turn it to face the opening over there? Can I? Yes, okay. Okay, it's quite hard to see what I'm looking at. it needs to go further up or it's going to hit the steps. Right, okay, yeah, need to tilt it further up again. That one, wasn't it? Was up. Okay, there we go. That should be... Okay, that's as high up as it goes. And then turn it further. Pointed out the gap there. Okay, that looks good. Ah, right, and I can look through it. So there's... Oh, is it to do with this? It's something to do with this, isn't it? I've got 1 star. Okay, I don't... Constellation effects only trigger when clicked upon. So, okay, what's that? So what have we got? There's... I'm just wondering, do any of these look anything like the things in the book? Because obviously there's that's the thing in the middle. That's +1 gold. Okay, I've not got 1 extra gold. So the twins is just 2. 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. I'm not quite sure what that means. For slice is 3 of them. But do I need 3 stars or something? I've only got one star. Okay, I can't actually... These ones I get a hand over. Oh, and these... That one I do. This bit I do. Ah. And that one. Okay, so... Right, North Star. So I clicked on 1. Okay, would I have got something different? But I've still... Okay, can I click on anything else? No. Okay, so that's all I'm getting. Okay, I have got 1 extra. Okay. Well, the only way to know really is to come back, isn't it, on another day? Right, anyway, let's take a look this direction. Okay, so we've got the den. That would fit fairly well. The chapel. Yeah, the den is the obvious one. Let's pop that there. The den I have done before, yeah. This is the one with all the clocks. Right, there's a gem. So if I did, let's see if I can do this door and get something that connects. Right, the parlour would, oh no, actually it's, oh, of course it's going the other way, right. Okay, so whichever one of these I do, I've wasted the one door in the courtyard. Should we go with the parlour? At least it gives me an extra door. Now, is this the one with the boxes again? Yes. Okay, got that. Wind up key. And is this the same as... Yeah. One box is true, one box is false. Only one box has a prize. So what do they say on them today? This box is black. That is true. The gems are in a true box. This box is blue. Okay, it said... Oh no, there's at least one box which displays only true statements. There'll be one box which displays only false statements. Ah, right, got it. So, because that's obviously true, that is obviously true. There has got to be a false box, which means this one has got to be false, which means the gems aren't in either of those two. They're actually in this one. Go. Nice. Right, so that has blocked up this door, which is a little bit of a shame. Should I go back through the den and just try and do the door the other side? Right, okay, I think whichever of these I do, I'm blocking up a door in the bedroom as well. The commissary would... I don't think I've done that one, have I? No, I have definitely not been in here before. Okay, what to say about this? The staff commissary is always stocked with household goods and supplies at a reasonable cost. This provides the servants of the estate an invaluable service, especially to the live-in staff who may only expect to leave the property once or twice a month. Right. Can I play this? Do I need a coin? It's not letting me put a coin in. And the vending machine doesn't seem to be working either. Ah, but I can buy things from here. Okay, I see. We've got various things in there. Is there anything else of note here? Right. The commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Right. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed as always to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Terminal password scribbled out. So if I can get a security or laboratory, there'll be a terminal with some password that looks like it begins with an S, but I can't make out the rest of that. Is this a clue? without. It's a fishing rod. With I'm assuming it's a clue for something. So this I can buy things, right? Do I just... Okay, so for sale today, gems, 3 of them. Oh no, gems 1 costs 3. Okay, magnifying glass costs 4. Can't afford a shovel, and I can't afford a set of gems. I've got 2 gems already. Let's just buy a gem, just in case. Right, anyway, so we're here. I really would like to try and get round here if I can. So let's try the northern door here. Right, drawing room. That's quite useful. Or the boudoir. I feel like drawing room here might be useful with all the doors. Okay, drawing room. A social sitting room adorned wall to wall with artwork and drawings. An unfinished sketch of your uncle sits on an easel in the middle of the room, providing a vivid image of what were presumably his final days, depending on when the project was abandoned. But it says you may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. I don't entirely know what that means. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans, from which you must select 1 to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not look like your 3 initial options. That's fine. Yeah, I've come across an item. There was the what was it? I've forgotten what it was already. There was something I came across, so I know about doing that. I don't fully understand what it was talking about. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. Is that when I do these doors? I guess there's only one way to find out, isn't there? Right, well, let's try this way then. Right, okay, yeah, so I get a redraw from here. I can choose to redraw if I don't like them. So we've got the chapel, which would be okay, but a little bit of a waste. Nook. I was still hoping to get something to come down here, but I just do the lavatory. I don't think there's much there, but it's probably going to keep coming up, isn't it? I don't think there's anything much of note. Oh, of course I could have redrawn. Could have redrawn things. Should have thought of that. Anyway, too late now. Let's try this side. Yeah, I can redraw floor plans. I'd literally just read it and then I immediately forgot. Right, the dining room is quite useful for there. Nursery less so. Let's stick a dining room here then. Keep an eye out for fruit, actually. That thing that said about fruit. Back in the kitchen. So this one here, an intimate and warm room with a large dining table boasting a serving tray with a silver dome cover. Dinner is served here each evening. So each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. So rank 8, this is rank 1, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's here. But then I would have to backtrack, presumably, to this room to get my meal, whatever that is. Is that the only value in this room? Looks like it. Right, well in that case let's try and join up. Ah, locked. I haven't found a key yet, have I? Okay. So I could try here, or I could go back through to the parlour and try this. We do that. No, it's using some of my steps, but right, 26. Let's try this door then. Okay, so the nook would fit quite neatly in there, wouldn't it? And that would give me a key. I don't know if that... So that door there was locked from that side. If I drew a room with a door here, does it necessarily end up locked? I guess we can find out whether it's locked. I will have a key if it is. Yeah, I've only got one door coming out this way so far, haven't I? But none of these are helping. So, let's go with a nook. So the nook, yes, I did do the nook before. I thought I remembered it. There is a key. Ah, now this door is now open. Wasn't that locked from the other side? Okay. Yes, take some notes. Thank you. Got it. Because that was the door I tried to do. So this door was locked when I tried to draw it from here, but when I did the one from there, it automatically joined it up. And I didn't need the key to get through. That's worth knowing. Right, well, I've kind of only got one option left here now, haven't I? And that's to go out this way. Right, so we've got a chapel. That's not a bad selection. Bunk room is a dead end. Kitchen. Oh, we had a pantry before. Food for sale. Feels like chapel would probably be the best bet here. Now, did I... No, I haven't done a chapel before. So I lose a coin every time I come in here. A private sacristy is ornate as the most lavish rooms of the estates, watched over by 8 Acheron angels depicted in stained glass. This room was more a tribute to your uncle's vanity than it was to his faith. This is a red room. Don't quite understand the significance of the different colours. Shops we've got one of, hallways, bedrooms. Yeah. Okay, these stained glass are all numbered. It's a chimney sweep, that's a jockey of some sort. Interesting selection. That's... looks like a farmer, possibly. I don't know, pizza chef, maybe? A maid. That's Yeah, a king, a knight. Yeah, possibly a king, but he's holding a shield and everything. And that looks like a labourer of some sort. Okay. They're numbered. Is that of any significance? 1 in any particular order. 6, 4, 2, 3. No, so you go 1, 2, 3. Yeah. That's probably significant, isn't it? Right. Well, let's try this door over this side. Oh, now the dark room that was mentioned. The utility closet. The thing in there mentioned the dark room, didn't it? Oh, and this is also the security. Maid's chamber. That'll get me blocked in there. Dark room. You cannot see floor plans while drafting in this room. So do I just pick one at random? Unless, was there something there? I'm half tempted to do that. But also security. Also sounds quite useful. But I'm tempted to do that and then just see what happens with that. I'm sure there was something about dark room in the utility closet, wasn't there? I can't. No, once I'm into this screen, I can't leave it by the looks of it. Let's do the dark room. But I'm not going to go in there yet. It's got all photography. I'm going to... Okay, what's the best way of getting back? Yeah, just... Oh, actually, no, I need to come through the observatory, don't I? So, back out, drawing room, commissary, den, observatory. Yeah, I've got to go all the way around here. I just feel like I'd like to know. It's using a load of steps, which might be a mistake, but down to 14 now, or 13 now. See, dark room, that's on. I don't know what this. If I turn that off, will it affect whether it? Will that affect whether it appears on my list of available rooms? Is that? I wonder if that's what it does. Well, too late to know now, isn't it? How would you... Not entirely sure how you'd work out. I suppose by if you turn things off and you never get those rooms. Am I going the right way? I should probably check because I don't have... yeah, actually, I can go either way around here, can't I? In fact, I am running very low on steps. Right, anyway, dark room. Ah, no, it has turned the lights out in here. Okay, there were lights on here before. Okay, maybe that was... Maybe that was a mistake. Because now I really can't see anything. So maybe if I have the utility closet and I have it turned on, then this is all lit up. Maybe I should have come in here first before going back. But then I wouldn't have had enough steps, I don't think, to get all the way back here, would I? Okay, never mind. Anyway. Yeah, so I can't see what I'm going to draft now. If I'd left it on, would I have been able to see? That's what I wonder. Only one way to find out will be to come across it again, I guess. So maybe it doesn't affect whether it appears as one of the rooms that I can do by turning it off. It literally turns the lights on and off. Right, well, anyway, I won't pick the one that requires the gems, I suppose. Let's just go with another one at random and see what happens. Okay, what is workshop? Combine inventory. Okay, I haven't done this one. Workshop. Springs, screws and coils scattered atop the workbench show signs of this room's frequent use. A craftsman's studio dedicated to creativity and invention. This room was used by your uncle regularly whenever he needed to fix or improve a gadget or contraption. Right. Interesting. Have we got anything I can pick up? I've got a... What appears to be a broken lever could prove to be useful. Okay. Right, that looks like a workbench. There's a note here and there's a piece of stone with H chiseled into it. And some music. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. This note is read, the letter is not. Message is in... Why is message in bold? So this is a stone cut by hand and letters wrought, and somebody's done an H in it. Do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. Okay. And this is... Right, workshop. So I can combine things, but I've only got a broken lever. Don't have anything else anyway. Right. And what is this? Oh, does this... Ah, electronic key card. Right, so the utility closet had a thing about the key card system, didn't it? Right. So I don't... Yeah, I can't do anything with the door. I'm not entirely sure what is an arrow pointing down, but I need a key card to open that door, which I do not have. However, I'm pretty much out of steps anyway. I'm just slightly intrigued as to what this means. So letter H. It feels like this is referring to this in some way, isn't it? Because stones cut by hand and letters wrought. That's what's going on here. Why is message in not in capitals, in bold? A message read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. So this is the only bold word. Right, I'm gonna need to think about that, I think, because I don't quite see what it's telling me, and I am now out of steps. You've used all your steps and must now call it a day. You've pushed yourself to the very edge of exhaustion and must now return to your campsite to get some rest. You can continue your search tomorrow, however the house might be a little bit different. Mount Holly, rustic villa, total rooms 21, rank reached 5, steps taken 54, items found 2, new rooms 12. So I found more stuff and opened more rooms up, but there's definitely something here in the workshop that I don't understand. I'm not sure the stained glass in the chapel feels like it's significant. There's the stars in the observatory. Yeah, there's a whole load of stuff like, what does the switch in the utility closet, what's the significance of that in relation to this security door? Lots to find out on the next day.